It's Lucy Litch, and this is Tiny House Conversations. It's the Australian-based podcast where I interview experienced tiny houses, tiny builders, and adventurers in the tiny world so you can discover how to create, build, and transition into tiny life. Hey, it's Lucy. I'm just dropping in here to let you know that I'm closing out season 1 of Tiny House Conversations and taking a break from the show for a little while. I really appreciate you being here week after week for all 55 current episodes, taking the time to listen to the podcast and to reach out and ask questions or share your feedback on how the show has been valuable for you in your tiny house journey. I've really loved bringing you this podcast for over a year now and connecting with so many great people in the tiny house space, especially here in Australia. I'm looking at recording season 2 later in the year, and for now I have other things I'm working on that need my full focus and attention. I trust you understand that a lot of time, effort, and energy goes into putting this free show and content together for your listening pleasure and education, and I've absolutely loved serving the tiny house community in this way. If you found any kind of value and inspiration from Tiny House Conversations and you want to support the podcast, I have a section on my website called Buy Me a Coffee where you can make a small contribution to show your support. I'm a big believer in reciprocity. So if you'd like to support the show and contribute, you can head over to tinyhouseconversations.com/coffee. And if not, that's totally fine too. Thank you so much either way. Now, if you want to follow my tiny house adventures, come and say hi over at Instagram. My handle is @tinyhouseconversations. Thank you so much again for being here with me, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks again for listening. And if you enjoyed the conversation today, you found it valuable, and you want to support the podcast, the best way you can do that is to share the love. That way I can keep bringing you more tiny house conversations to help you on your own tiny journey. So here are 3 ways that you can support the podcast. Number 1, if you have a friend or family member that you feel would benefit from hearing these conversations, feel free to share it with them, email them, text them, send them a telegram, do whatever you need to do to share it with them. Number 2, if you hit the subscribe button, you'll know exactly when the next episode is live. And number 3, if you head on over to Apple Podcasts or wherever you're listening to podcasts and leave a 5-star rating and review. Thank you so much in advance. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next episode.